We need to talk about Caitlin Clark for a second because I do not understand this situation at all. She's clearly being targeted by other players in the WNBA. I have a few theories about this, which we will get into, but I've never seen somebody that is bringing you money, that is bringing you money to a product that, let's be honest here, and we very much appreciate Erica Elday, and I will be on that chat today at 6, but nobody's ever cared about the WNBA big picture. I mean, there are definitely fans. They're very, very good fans. But big picture, people haven't really cared about it. They've tried pushing it for 30 years. You've got somebody now that the average fan knows about. And don't compare her to Sabrina Ionescu. I didn't care about Sabrina Ionescu. Nobody else did, the casual fan. Caitlin Clark is bringing you eyeballs. And what are they doing? They're trying to punk her out of existence. What is going on here in this Kennedy person we're going to get to in a second? Sheer, what's going on?
I think the biggest problem to me isn't that they're punking her, to be honest. I get that. Like, hey, things aren't going to be easy. Diana Taurasi kind of hinted at that when that whole thing went down. The bigger problem to me is, where are her teammates and her coach, right? Like, is she that much of a jerk that, like, her teammates aren't supporting her? That because, like, we saw, like, Erica sent us that clip of Candace Parker, right?
Right.
How it happened to Candace Parker. Like, this isn't the first time it's happened. Well, the difference was when Candace Parker went down, Candace Parker's teammates went up and, like, got her back, right? Like, it happens to Clark, and they're just like, oh, whatever. It's a weird situation.
Are they trying to punk her because she's white?
I don't think so. I don't. I think they do it. I think the WNBA has a problem where the older players resent the younger players. And it doesn't happen in the NBA, but in the WNBA, it is very clear, and we saw it when these girls were going to the WNBA. They resent the younger players pushing out the older players.
All right. Well, I guess my next question is, because she's definitely different. She's white. She's there's other things too that are probably a little bit different as well. And there's clearly, like I said, there's clearly some resentment. And this Kennedy is a total putz, because she goes out there and says, I got nothing to say about her. And then she goes on Threads and says things. And yes, a big part of it too is that she's straight. So I don't know, man. It just feels a little off. She is bringing you money. She is helping you out. And she is transcendent in that regard. And I keep hearing people say Sabrina Ionescu, the casual person like me, never tuned into a game because Sabrina Ionescu. You didn't tune in because Sabrina Ionescu was there as well. You tune in when Caitlin Clark was playing. So it's not this whole thing about, she's different. She's entirely different.
Yeah, I mean, I still don't really watch much on WNBA.
No, I don't either.
But the interest is clearly greater. Someone on the radio, I don't remember who it was doing the numbers, like season ticket sales are like up 120%. The ratings are tripled and all that. And it's like, yeah, like when these girls go and say like, or these other accounts go like, oh, what did Caitlin Clark do so far? Forget the stats. She's putting money in your pocket. That's the reality.
Right. And I'm sorry, Kennedy, nobody's tuning in to watch you. Sorry. I mean, if you want to really push this, then I don't know. Like I said, I've just never really seen a sport that has been crying for attention for 30 years. And the first thing they want to do is tear down the person. And again, there's just something very odd about this because, the Candace Parker thing I thought was a great point when the great Erica Elday sent us that. But then Candace Parker's teammates were all backing her. There's definitely some resentment here to Caitlin Clark that goes beyond just the fact that she is a rookie. Sheer, come on.
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly a little aggressive because of Clark, but I still go back to and this might be the only freaking league on earth that does this. Like, the older players completely resent the younger players. It's crazy. Like the NBA and it's just like Victor Wembanyama isn't getting killed every game. Like he's playing like every other player. The NFL, if you're a rookie, you play the older players completely resent. And I think part of that is the contracts, right? Like their job is on the line every game. Like they could just cut, look at the draft. And so when a younger player comes and challenges an older player, they respond to it awful. I mean, it's stupid.
because it looks silly right now. It just looks silly. And again, that's my take on this one, but I do not understand this. I will continue to not understand this, but you know, we're just kind of that's just kind of the way it is.